All right, buckle up because this one has people talking non-stop online. Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco just made a wedding decision that has fans raising eyebrows, and it links right back to her ex, Justin Bieber. Yes, you heard that right. This love story has a surprising twist that nobody saw coming. Over the weekend, Selena and Benny officially tied the knot in Santa Barbara, California. Now, Santa Barbara isn't just any location, it's a hot spot for celebrity weddings, giving that fairy tale vibe with the beaches, the vineyards, and the Hollywood glamour. But it's not the location itself that has everyone's jaws dropping. Here's the kicker. Fans noticed that Selena and Benny's ceremony had something eerily in common with Justin Bieber's own wedding to Hailey Baldwin back in 2019. And you can bet that the internet wasted no time connecting the dots and sparking debate. For anyone who's not fully caught up, Selena, the Wizards of Waverly Place star turned global music icon, is now 33. She tied the knot with music producer Benny Blanco, 37, after a whirlwind romance that led to a 9-month engagement. She announced the happy news in the most Selena way possible, dropping a gorgeous carousel of wedding photos on Instagram. Elegant, glowing Ralph Lauren gown, the whole fairy tale look. And the caption? Just one cryptic but powerful line, 9/27/25, the wedding date. And of course, the internet did what the internet always does. Fans went wild. Some were cheering, calling it a dream come true, while others immediately started pulling out the magnifying glasses, saying, "Wait a minute, haven't we seen this before?" Suddenly, the conversation shifted from congratulations to comparisons, and that's when Justin Bieber's name started popping up again. When Selena dropped those dreamy wedding photos, the internet was already buzzing. Benny Blanco, clearly smitten, slid into the comments with a line that melted hearts everywhere. "My wife in real life." Short, sweet, and enough to make fans swoon. In the photos, Selena stunned in a Ralph Lauren ivory and halter neck gown that screamed old Hollywood glam, while Benny looked every bit the gentleman in a classic tux and bow tie. And this wasn't just some small private backyard wedding either. According to Vogue, around 170 guests showed up for the big day. This was star-studded. Taylor Swift, Selena's longtime bestie, was rumored to be in attendance, and even Selena's Only Murders in the Building co-stars Steve Martin and Martin Short were believed to have been there. Imagine those two comedy legends sitting front row watching their co-star say, "I do." That's a Netflix special waiting to happen. But here's where it gets messy. As more details started to emerge, who walked Selena down the aisle, who sat where, the tiny little details fans love to obsess over, one similarity jumped out that no one could ignore. A strange connection between Selena's wedding and Justin Bieber's big day with Hailey. Now let's rewind. Selena and Justin's relationship wasn't just a fling, it was practically a saga. They started dating back in 2010 when they were just teenagers, 16 and 18. And from there, it was a roller coaster. Breakups, makeups, songs allegedly written about each other, endless paparazzi photos, and millions of fans who were convinced that Yelena, yes, that's what they were called, would be endgame. For almost a decade, the world watched this love story play out until it officially ended in March 2018. And here's the kicker. Just 3 months after calling it quits with Selena, Justin reconnected with his old flame, Hailey Baldwin. Fast forward a few whirlwind months, and boom, Justin and Hailey were legally married in September 2018 with a quick courthouse wedding in New York. A year later, they had their formal celebration in South Carolina on September 30th, 2019, complete with the big dress, the big guest list, and the big photo spread. So now you see why fans are connecting the dots. Selena's wedding isn't just a fairy tale moment. It's being placed under the microscope and compared frame by frame to Justin's, especially because of this one major similarity that has everyone screaming deja vu. So what's the actual link between Selena's wedding and Justin's? Well, here's the bombshell. According to Mail Online, Selena and Benny used the exact same wedding planner as Justin and Hailey did. Yep, Mindy Weiss and her team at Revelry Event Designers were once again behind the scenes, pulling all the strings to make the magic happen. Now, for anyone who doesn't know, Mindy Weiss isn't just any planner. She's basically Hollywood's go-to fairy godmother of weddings. This is the woman who orchestrated the Biebers' ultra-lavish South Carolina wedding back in 2019. That's the one where they took over the Montage Palmetto Bluff Hotel, hosted 154 guests, and filled the guest list with celebs like Kylie Jenner, Kendall Jenner, Jaden Smith, and Camilla Morone. It was luxury on steroids, straight out of a glossy magazine spread. And it doesn't stop there. Revelry event designers are practically legends in the celebrity world. They're the masterminds behind Demi Lovato's Santa Barbara wedding earlier this year, and they've worked with the Kardashians for years, including that jaw-dropping Kardashian Christmas Eve party in 2023. Oh, and remember Stormy World? Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott's over-the-top amusement park-themed birthday bash for their daughter? Yeah, that was them too. So basically, if your party doesn't look like a blockbuster movie premiere, you probably didn't hire Mindy Weiss. So when fans discovered that Selena and Benny hired the same planner as Justin and Hailey, the internet lost it. Some people were quick to throw shade, accusing Selena of copying her ex's big day. Tweets started flying like, "Not Selena using the Biebers' wedding team, that's wild." Others called it ironic, saying the deja vu was too strong to ignore. But hold up, Selenators were not having it. They clapped back immediately with receipts. One fan pointed out that Selena has actually been working with Mindy since 2015, long before the Biebers' wedding. In fact, Mindy Weiss's first celebrity client was Selena herself. Another reminded everyone that Selena's Revival album launch party in London, way back in 2015, was one of the earliest big events hosted by Mindy. So to the critics, fans basically said, nope, she's not copying anyone. If anything, the Biebers are the ones late to the party. And there you have it. What looked like a shady connection at first is actually more of a full circle moment. Still, that hasn't stopped the internet from debating it nonstop. Was this just a coincidence, or is it proof that Selena and Justin's stories will always be linked, whether they like it or not? Now, you'd think the wedding planner deja vu would be enough to keep fans busy for a while, right? Wrong. Because that was just one of the things sparking conversations online. If there's one thing about the internet, it's that people will always find more angles to dissect. And this time, Justin Bieber's name got dragged back into the spotlight in the wildest way possible. Over the weekend, as Selena Gomez officially tied the knot with Benny Blanco, Justin's fan base went into overdrive. And not in a congrats Selena kind of way. No, some believers went absolutely AWOL with conspiracy theories. It wasn't just casual chatter either. Whole threads started popping up with people suggesting bizarre links between Justin's behavior and Selena's wedding. It should have been a moment of pure joy. But instead of just celebrating Selena's big day, some corners of the internet decided to shift the spotlight back onto Justin. Conspiracy theories started spreading like wildfire, with people claiming that the timing of Justin's own social media posts wasn't just random, but some kind of cryptic reaction to his ex walking down the aisle. And the more people talked, the more bizarre the theories became. To wrap this up, let's rewind for a second. Selena and Justin's on and off romance started back in 2010 when they were just teenagers, and for nearly a decade, fans were convinced they'd end up married. But in 2018, they called it quits for good, and just months later, Justin married Hailey. The Biebers had their courthouse wedding that September, and a big celebration a year later. Now they even share a son, Jack Blues Bieber. But here's the kicker. Even 7 years later, some fans can't let go of Jelena. So when Selena married Benny on September 27th, theories went wild. Fans noticed it was the same week Justin and Hailey married, September 30th. And some claimed Selena timed it to overshadow them. Others even joked she would have picked the 30th if it was a weekend. And when it came out that Selena and Benny used the same wedding planner as the Biebers, the drama exploded. But Selenators were quick to clap back, reminding everyone that Selena has worked with Mindy Weiss since 2015, even for her Revival album launch party. So while conspiracy theorists are connecting dots, Selena's fans are shutting it down, saying, okay, and what's the big deal? September doesn't belong to the Biebers. At the end of the day, it was Selena and Benny's fairy tale wedding. But it also proves one thing. No matter how much time passes, the Selena-Justin link will always spark gossip.